Y'all, what's good? Um, I'm having a really weird week. I just keep running into really fat women who are really awful and fat and mean. And I have no other choice other than to tell them to lay off the cheeseburgers. My hands are tied. So today, I had my 20th dentist visit. Why have I had so many visits, do you ask? Well, it started off with just a teeth cleaning and some pain. And the dentist told me, hey, I can't fix that, but I'll refer you to someone that can. And not sure who the original referral was from, or for rather. So I've just like hopped around. I've gone to different places. Enough time passed that I needed another teeth cleaning. And yep, so I've seen a couple different endodontists. And now I'm like at the final boss. I have to get an implant. And I gotta figure out who's gonna do it. So every dental office that I've been in so far has basically been completely terrible. You'll occasionally have like one front desk girl who seems like she's got a light on upstairs, but basically everyone else in the office is just like a zombie. So it's very scary for me because I was slow to acclimate into the digital world, and it seems like most of these people are just like always on their phone, always like they just like live in their phone. And yeah, so that was weird. So I go into the office today, and I'm just going to focus on this experience because there's a lot of like similar themes, I guess you could say, that I've picked up during this process of trying to find a dentist who I like. Yeah. So I go in, I'm sitting and waiting, the waiting room's full. I'm like, okay, cool. This place is busy. That's great. So I sit down and wait, and I hear this lady like yelling on the phone, and I'm like, who could possibly be raising their voice in a dental office? This place is all about sales. Sales. It's supposed to be cool and calm and quiet. You're supposed to be playing like smooth jazz and have some fucking fake plants and, have a couple lights, maybe a funny statue. You're done. Waiting room handled. This lady's fucking screaming, and she's like, ma'am, do you want the phone number or not? Like, just talking how I imagine a, like, misbehaving teenager or tween, like a 13-year-old might talk to their mom. I told you I'm going to Sarah's house after school, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm in charge, Mom. That's the energy. That was exactly, like, she wasn't saying those words, but that's exactly how it felt to be around her. It was just like, ew, oh my God. And then she didn't stop. She didn't, like, just have one outburst. She literally kept yelling at this customer. Most of the clients in there, I don't mean to be rude, they were much older than me. So I could not possibly imagine raising my voice to an older person, let alone, like, if that's, like, the people that come in there. It's, like, much older people. So I'm like, oh my God, this woman is yelling at an old lady. What the hell have I walked in on? I should leave. And I'm like, I've had 20 visits. If I leave over some stupid fucking reason, over some crazy lady being crazy, I'm going to be the crazy one. So I just keep sitting there, and I keep remarking out loud. I'm like, God, what's wrong with this woman? Like, has she never been in customer service? Like, does she not understand that you have to just de-escalate the situation and apologize and then offer the solution? I can't do this, but I can do that. It's like such basic customer service that every 14-year-old learns when they get their first job at fast food. But apparently she was special, and she didn't need a job at fast food to be successful. I can just stomp all over elderly people and get my way to the top. And by the top, I mean the first little hill that I encountered. I'm just going to climb up there, and that's my life. Did I just say that out loud? So yeah, the front desk. The lady at the front desk, not the two, there were two girls up front. They both were kind of unpleasant, I think, because they were stressed out. but they felt like they were human beings. And it's so hard when you have like a bad manager, because it just makes you like not care about your job. Even if you really do, you're just like, fuck this shit, I got 4 more hours, I have to get through this, I'm not going to punch that girl, I am not going to get arrested, I'm not doing it. So that was the vibe in there. So I'm like, okay, like, let's see this out, let's see where this takes me. And this is like the most affordable place to get implants in town, in the state, in the tri-state area, as a matter of fact. So I'm like, okay, I'm expecting something great. So I fill out the paperwork, I'm like chatting, trying to get a sense of what the deal is with this place. And the people that I was talking to left. And I then was called in, and I go to the back. You know, they go and take me to do the x-rays. And at this point, I've had like probably, that was maybe my 6th different x-ray on that machine. So I've had lots of different people walk me through the process, and they were very professional and cool. I didn't want to pay $4,000 for one tooth, so I chose to go somewhere else. But yeah, a lot of the other offices did a really great job. This office, it was just like dud at every time. The girl's just like kind of being like rude, and she was just like talking to her coworker the whole time instead of talking to me, which makes it awkward when people do that. It's like, should I leave? Can you focus on me for like the 2 minutes that you're going to focus on me? You can go back to talking about whatever it is you're talking about. Can you just greet me, ask me how I'm doing, I ask you how you're doing, we do a little bit of small talk, you ask what brings you in today, and we just like talk about that. Like, there is no reason for people to be talking about their personal lives in front of customers. I don't understand it. I'm not sure who's in charge, or like, it just is that girl that was screaming at the old lady on the phone is a really bad manager, because that's just something that's learned. You learn by example. And like, so it was just crazy. Like, they were talking about like this girl's wedding and all this other stuff, and I'm like, oh cool, wedding, great. You shouldn't be wearing costumes at work. You shouldn't be talking about stuff that you're doing after work. You're at work. All you need to be talking about is work and work related stuff. It's so exciting that you're getting married, but like, I'm not a child, you're not a child. Let's all be adults about this, and like, stop making everyone else like put their plans on hold because you are doing something that every adult person in Western society does. This is not a big deal. This is just regular. Okay, first of all, so yeah, and I've been in weddings for a long time, and it did not. I've just, this new batch of women is fucking insane. So anyway, so they're like all about the wedding. The girl keeps telling me, close your eyes, close your eyes. And the first time she did it, she like went and stood far away. The second time she did it, she said, close your eyes. And then she like came and stood right in front of my face. So when I opened up, she was just right there. And I was like, thanks for the heads up. Like, what kind of, I don't know. I wasn't sure like what was going on with her. I think she thought she was being funny, and it was really creepy. Not everyone gets your like juvenile sense of humor and thinks the same stupid things that you think are funny. I was scared. I was frightened. And I didn't understand why she kept telling me, close your eyes. And then it was just like right in front of my face. When I opened them, I was just like, oh, this girl like wants to get sued. Is she trying to get sued? Like, what is her problem? And that's not even the worst of it. That is not even the weirdest thing that she did. So they're just like talking about how this room smells and this other, blah, blah. They're just completely unprofessional. Have never had a real job. Have never had to like care about their customers. So yeah, this girl who had a lot of acne and was very insecure and mad that her friend was getting married. I could pick up on that right away. The fact that her friend couldn't or didn't, she's not going to have a good time if that, girl with all the blemishes is around. So the blemish girl and then the office manager both had a really unpleasant experience with me. And here's why. So after that girl just like kept like putting her face right in front of my face after telling me to close my eyes, and I was like, yo, like watch it, thanks for the heads up. I think she started realizing like, oh, okay, I think this girl is like on to me. And so they take me back. I asked a question. They had like some funny art on the wall. So I was like, this is an interesting place. Like, is this a college dorm room? Like, what is this environment that I'm in? So I go sit down. The girl takes even more x-rays. And this time she's like putting the thing in my mouth, but she's just like not saying anything. And again, I've been to the dentist way too many times. And so she just keeps like throwing it all in my mouth, any which way, not really saying anything. And I'm like, ma'am, like, I don't know if you're new here, but usually, and this is what I was saying in my head, I didn't say this out loud. Usually they tell you like, tilt your chin, look to the right, look up at the ceiling, look to the left, look at your left shoulder. Like they tell you all these like odd things. Open your mouth wide. And she just like wasn't, all she was saying was like, open. I don't know, she kept saying close, which I thought was odd. Like kept telling me to close my mouth, but because my mouth was closed. I don't know. There was just a miscommunication, 100%, because she wasn't communicating anything. She was just doing it without asking. And in the dental field, you cannot just like start poking places without saying, I'm going to look in your mouth now. Is that okay with you? Okay. Like they didn't put like a thing on. They just didn't do anything that they were supposed to do. And so I'm sitting there. This is before she started poking around in my mouth, and she's telling me about the funny pranks that they pull on the doctors. She's like, yeah, sometimes we give them like tools, like hardware tools instead of the dental tools. And I was like, that's not really funny. That's kind of dangerous. And then I think that's really what set her off. She's like, oh shit, oh my God. Oh no, I could get in trouble for this. Like, you're gonna get sued. Not everyone is going to think like that's so funny or cute that you put a drill next to dental equipment and tried to pass it to a doctor. Like, I was just absolutely shocked. So when she said that and thought it was so funny, and I was like, that's actually, like, that's not very funny. That was when she started being weird with me and just like shoving stuff in my mouth. And I didn't really piece that together until right now. But that was really weird to me. And so then when she's doing it, she kept saying, look at the roof. And I was like, what is she talking about? The roof? Like, so I was trying to look really high. I'm like, what are you talking? I'm like, do you mean the roof is on top of the building. The ceiling is the top of the inside. Right. Or I said, the roof is the top of the outside. The ceiling is the top of the inside. And, yeah. So, and then she just like stopped like saying anything to me and just kind of like moving stuff around in my mouth. I was like, oh God, like I just kind of like froze, I guess. I didn't really know how to react. I was like, what's happening? This girl's mad at me. And after she finished, I was like, is there somewhere you'd rather be? Like, you know, in my head, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is wrong with this girl? Is she going to pass the doctor the wrong tool? And I'm supposed to think that's like so fucking funny. Like, what the fuck did I just walk into? So then she leaves and it just goes silent. There's no talking next door. I don't hear any sounds. And then the same horrible woman that was mean to the old lady on the phone earlier comes and sits, and she just starts like clicking and looking. And I'm like, who are you? What are you doing? What you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm looking at your file. Why are you? She just starts going over all the same information with me again. And I'm just like, look, I'm here for an implant. That's it. I'm not really sure what's going on with the people you have on staff. This is a school, right? You guys are all learning how to do this. None of you seem like you're very good at your job. She's like, well, it's not a school. We are all trained. The doctors are the ones that need the training. And I'm like, well, you are astonishingly bad at your job. You're supposed to be professional and cool and calm and collected, and you weren't. You were yelling at a customer. I'm sorry. What? Sorry, what? Your clientele is the elderly. You're going to yell at them, and then you're going to come and try to bully me and think that you're going to not somehow get yourself fired. And when people like this get fired, they're always like, you got me fired. No. You got yourself fired. I was just there and noticed, oh my God, no one's going to say anything. No one else here is going to say anything. They're just going to let her pick on old people and have staff that is unprofessional and rude and talking about something as private and important as a wedding in front of a bunch of strangers. What the hell's wrong with you? And beyond that, joking about malpractice? Are you joking about getting sued? Oh, haha, it's so funny. Instead of giving him the mirror, I put what did she say? Oh, I gave him a pair of pliers once. It was so funny. Yeah, and then I gave him a nose clamp. Like, that's not funny at all. And she's like, well, it was all on the same day. I'm like, oh, you clearly got talked to about it, and you still think it's so fucking funny that you're bringing it up to another customer, thinking that I'm going to think that it's so funny that you, like, are trying to maim people. Wow, I hope that there's, like, audio and video in more dental offices, because it is astonishing how bad women are at their jobs. Women are so used to guys just not saying anything. They've created these monsters. Guys, you have to say something to women. If they are bad at something, you have to tell us. We don't know unless you tell us. If you think we're ugly, say so. If you think we're fat, say so. Whatever you think, tell us. It's way better to have a fight in the short term than to deal with someone who's going to, like, get you sued down the line. I cannot believe it. So I had that horrible experience with a woman, and then we've been having these housekeepers come, and most of them have been bad. There have been like 2 so far that have been like decent, and all the rest are just horrible, really fat, disgusting women who just like won't stop talking about themselves. And I'm like, I'm in my house. I have nowhere to run away to. You won't stop telling me about your personal life. I don't want to tell you about my personal life. You're in my house. Like, it's so unbelievable to me that people will just impose themselves like that. They'll run your water for, way longer than they would at their house. And you go in and stand next to them, and you're just like, wow, this bitch actually is fully aware that she is running the sink and spending money that she wouldn't spend at her house. And then she's just going to come and talk to me and help fold my kids' laundry. And I'm like, she's just milking the clock. She thinks I'm actually just going to, like, pay her to fold my kids' laundry. I'm just going to refold it because you didn't fold it right, and I have no interest in getting into a fight with a fat woman in my house in front of my kids. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't care what happened to you in your life. You're fat now. The choices you made today, yesterday, and 5 years ago led to you being fat. I'm supposed to care? I'm sorry. I don't. I'm a skinny bitch for a reason. It's because I'm a bitch. And I'm totally fine with that. It's justified. It's for a good reason. I try really hard to take really good care of myself. Oh, and then that stupid girl, as she's like going through my file, she's like, oh, you had brain surgery. What was the brain surgery for? I'm like, you even asking is a HIPAA violation. You don't need to know anything about me. The doctor, the dentist, they don't need to know anything about you. Because they're going to read your file. They're going to sell your information off to anybody that'll buy it. They're all a bunch of scammers. It's really hard to watch this happen and not think, like, is there a better way? Canada tried the socialized medical system, and it didn't work. This is as good as it gets here. And all of the people that work in the medical and dental industry are all scammers. Like every last one of them. I think everyone that works there, you should keep the one good person. It's hard to know who's the one good person. But after you do it a while, at least for me, I'm like, oh, keep her, lose everyone else. And I mean everyone else. I don't know. I don't like working with women. I am a woman, and I can say that because women will freak out when you tell them something totally reasonable. Like, you are astonishingly bad at your job. You were incredibly unprofessional with that customer. I didn't say anything wrong. She is astonishingly bad. And it's so stupid. You have to be like, oh, you should have been more professional with the customer. You can't tell them to shut up. Oh, you can't tell them, do I have to help you? Like, you're grown up. How are you not? Everyone has treated all these women with kid gloves, and they never learned how to take a criticism. So, criticize freely. Tell me anything you fucking want. I can handle it. I'm not gonna freak out. And